Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And today the hunt came to me in the form of this package from For the Polls. And For the Polls, and I did a trade. Steve, or as I call him, the Sultan of Spinach. Steve asked for a card I pulled out of a hockey pack a little while ago, and as is my way, I was happy to send it. Pretty much anything I pull out of packs, if somebody's really interested in it, I usually will either just send it to them or I'll offer a trade of some kind. And so we decided to do a blind trade, and I thought that the Sultan was just going to send me a card, and instead I get this box. Sounds like it's got quite a lot of stuff in it. And as you can see, the Sultan lives in Canada here, our neighbor to the north, and sent this all the way to me where I live in Utah. So I want to thank the Sultan for sending me this. I call Steve the Sultan of Spinach because he opens an Allen and Ginter 2021 pack pretty much on every one of his videos and is always on the spinach hunt, no matter what. He could do like a million other things in his video, but he'll end it by opening up a pack of Allen and Ginter and looking for spinach. I don't think he's ever actually pulled a spinach himself, but many people have sent him spinach, and he continues to collect the spinach card from Allen and Ginter, thus drying up the supply of spinach cards the world over. It's kind of an obsession with him, or maybe that's an impolite word, but he's really into getting that card, and he is goaded on in his pursuit by Julie Farnham. As you guys may know, she is also into collecting the spinach card and has quite a few of them herself. I think between the two of them, there's some sort of legitimate shortage of the Allen and Ginter spinach card. You just don't see them, and they're actually pretty hard to pull. I've opened some Allen and Ginter myself. I've never pulled that card. I have pulled other produce from the 2021 set, but I've never pulled the spinach card before. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. It's gonna kind of get into a situation like with the 1964 Curt Flood and that one guy whose name escapes me. What's his name? I think it's what's his name? There's this one guy who he's just has for years and years and years collected the 1964 Topps Curt Flood card, and he has like hundreds of them. Mike Haley, I think that's his name. Mike Haley is the guy, and he's got hundreds of these, and he has driven up the price of the 1964 Curt Flood because he has so many of them, and whenever they come on the market, he continues to buy them. It's not like he just bought hundreds of them and has stopped. But much like the Sultan of Spinach and Julie Farnham, when they show up, they keep them, and between the Sultan and Julie, they probably have hundreds of spinach cards at this point, and they're hard to get. And it's the same with the 64 Curt Flood. If any come up in really nice shape, this guy Mike Haley just buys them and keeps them, and he has no plans on ever selling them. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, it's a long ramble. I don't know why I went on that long ramble. Perhaps I don't know, it's the cold medication or something. As you can tell, I'm still sick. It's gone really well. Enjoying being sick for a week. It's just great. Can't get enough of that. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Card Wolf Network today. We are going to open this package from the Sultan of Spinach, aka For the Polls. I have a sticker right over here. For the Polls has been a longtime supporter of the channel, and I have Susan the Goose. I don't know how she got tucked all the way over here. Susan the Goose should be out overseeing things as she usually is. I'm not quite sure how that card got over there. Maybe I knocked it down or something during the crazy sorting that I do at this table sometimes. But anyway, Susan the Goose is, of course, a card that the Sultan sent me quite a while ago. It's an original sketch card that he did, and it's a thing of beauty. I should probably just bring that up to the camera so you don't have to wonder just how beautiful this card is. I mean, I think we can agree that it's a very special card from a very special person. So thank you, Steve, for sending me this. You will get an envelope from me if you haven't already gotten it, and it will have like one card inside of it. So I think this is a pretty uneven trade, whatever you may have put in here. I'm not sure that it's going to balance out by any means. So let's see what we have in here. What kind of thing has gone on here? All right, so it's Susan the Goose again. She makes her second appearance today, which is awesome. Goose Life. You got a hashtag Goose Life there. That's pretty awesome. Susan is wondering what has brought me here to the Wolf Lair once again. Spinach? Is it spinach? Card Wolf Mystery Box, live your goose life. I'm trying to live my goose life. This cold is keeping me from really doing that properly. But, you know, I'll do my best. And maybe these cards will have some sort of healing properties from the Sultan of Spinach that will help me to feel better, because spinach is a very nutritious food. And, you know, the Sultan has so much of it. He just imbues everything that he owns with the healing properties of spinach, is what I think probably goes on up there. Plus it's Canada, which is, you know, much less disease-ridden than the United States feels like it is. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting sick like every 2 weeks here. I don't know what that is. It's probably not like that in Canada, or maybe it's worse there. I have no idea. Let's see what Steve sent, though. Wow, this is insane. What are you doing? I sent you like one card. We said we were going to do a blind trade for one card. Put the card in an envelope, put an international stamp on it, off it went, and instead, the Sultan sends me all of this. What are you thinking, Sultan of Spinach? I don't understand. This is a very, very generous box of cards from the Sultan here, and I'm going to temporarily put that beautiful box aside, because I am going to try to reuse that. And let's put these top-loaded cards over here. There is a wolf on top. Well, that's awesome right there. I don't have that card. That is fantastic. And then we got some cards in team bags here. Looks like some Orioles are right on top. So let's start with that one and see what the Sultan has sent me today. Again, this is a package from For the Pulls. If you haven't been over to his channel, I don't know what you're thinking, because it's one of the greatest channels that has ever been on the internet. I love Steve's channel. I visit it every day, and he posts things like 3 or 4 times a day at this point, because he's exploring some sort of Canadian wilderness jungle thing that is somewhere around his house. I didn't know they had jungles in Canada, but apparently they do, and he's searching for spinach there. He's opening packs out in the wild lately, and it's a good time. It's strangely silent. I think that he might be being stalked by something. Some sort of Canadian super beast is maybe stalking him out there in the jungle, and so he only opens packs in absolute silence, which was eerie at first, but now it makes me sort of anxious and worried that a big claw is going to reach onto the screen and attack Steve, which would be horrible. So this is Anthony Telford. Get this in focus. There we go. Nope. Want it to be in focus. There we are. Anthony Telford starts us off here from the Orioles. Another Bob Melvin. There's a catcher, and Tim Hewlett, and Dave Gallagher. Now this says Now with Angels, which makes me think that these are OPC cards, and I think that they are. Either that or they're Tiffany cards. Let me check the copyright here, get my spectacles on. Yeah, these are OPG cards. That is awesome. I have none of these. I have no OPG cards at all, and you can tell that because they have this bleached white paper that they used there, which they also used for the Topps Tiffany series, but these clearly say, I'll see if the camera will pick that up, they clearly say OPG copyright down there, so that is pretty awesome. So some great 1991 OPG cards, all Orioles. These are fantastic. Brady Anderson there, another Dave Gallagher, Randy Milligan for us, and Kurt Schilling also says Now with Astros, so that was shortly after he was traded. 1991 cards here, Rene Gonzalez, and Joe Price did not last long with the Orioles, but nice to see that. Another Bob Melvin, looking very pensive. He just looks very pensive. I don't think Bob started too many games for the Orioles. I think he was mostly a backup catcher, so he was probably sitting out in the bullpen, just kind of watching the action, thinking about maybe how he would call the pitches if he had been catching. I'm not sure. Mike Devereaux, nice center fielder for the Orioles for several years. Tim Hewlett again, and there's John Mitchell, another short-lived pitcher for the Orioles, another Mike Devereaux. Mickey Tettleton, he looks, I would have to say Mickey Tettleton looks pretty cocky in that picture, and of course the Orioles won't put up with any of that, so as you can see they traded him to the Tigers, which, you know, I agree with that decision. Brady Anderson again, Mark Williamson, and there's Jeff McKnight, so that's a whole stack of OPG Oriole cards there. That is pretty awesome. I did not have any of those. That is great. Benny Santiago All-Star card, and that's a big head card. That's pretty sweet. I like to see that, certainly. Oh, and here's more Orioles. Well, I'll put Benny right there in his own stack, which he deserves. More More Orioles from 1991. Sam Horn, who started out with the Red Sox, went over to the O's. Tim Hewlett again. Dave Johnson, no relation to the longtime manager for the Orioles. Jeff McKnight, looking like he stepped out of the 1970s with those sunglasses on. Ben McDonald, a great pitcher for the Orioles for many years. And there's Mark Williamson. Now that one is not an OPG. That is a normal Topps one. There's a nice view of Memorial Stadium down here, which is where I have seen most of my Major League games, was back at that old stadium, which they tore down. Craig Worthington, Mike Devereaux. Now we've got some Upper Deck 1991. Kurt Schilling, Pete Harnish, Mickey Tettleton, who went to the Tigers, as we saw before, and David Segui. And there's Mark McLemore. And that's a nice Fleer Ultra card right there. So that's an awesome stack of Orioles. Thank you very much for that, Sultan. I really appreciate it. Got another team bag of what looks like Orioles here. And then after that, we'll get into these sweet-looking top loader cards here. This is, I sent you like one hockey card, and you sent me like dozens of cards here. So very, very grateful for your generosity. And that is one thing that people say about the Sultan of Spinach. He is nothing if not generous. So that is certainly true, as we can see here. Trending, this is a really sweet foil card here from Donruss of Trey Mancini. That's really cool. And it's even got the hashtags back there. And as you guys remember, you know, the hashtag for this particular episode is Goose Life. Hashtag Goose Life. As soon as I get my voice back, I will start living the Goose Life again, no doubt about that. Cedric Mullins, nice season ticket card there from Panini. I like that one a lot. And there's a rookie card of Ryan Mountcastle. I don't have that one. That's a nice legacy card there. That's a really sweet-looking card. I like that one a lot. Shiny, shiny Diamond Kings Optic card of Trey Mancini. Also don't have that one. That's a really nice card. Thank you for these. These are great. Storybook Endings Cal Ripken Jr. card. Now, I do collect Cal Ripken Jr., especially his playing era cards, and I don't think I have this one. Though I don't think this is a playing era card. It will go in my Cal Ripken Jr. book just the same, because I do like it a lot. Diamond King, Cedric Mullins there. Again, that's a really sweet-looking card, too. Nice blue, shiny foil going on there. Welcome to the show, Cal Ripken Jr. card. I don't think I have that one either. That is from a more recent top set. Tanner Scott, that's a nice Bowman Chrome. Look at that one. That is a very cool card there. I don't have that. Cedric Mullins, again, from Mosaic. Oh, there's a nice Brooks. We got to look at that one more closely. Let's bring that one up to the camera. That is a foily Topps Chrome Allen and Ginter. Man, that is a sweet card. I certainly don't have that one, and I may have to put that one on the back wall, though I may have to put the Wolf on the back wall. We'll have to decide after the program today which one of these is going to go on the back wall, because one of them certainly will. There is Eddie Murray. That's a nice green-bordered Topps card there. I don't think I have that one. Wow, there's a Ripken Allen and Ginter. That is pretty sweet, too. That is very nice. Of course, if there's one man on the planet who has tons of Allen and Ginter and lots of them to choose from, I would guess it would be the Sultan of Spinach at For the Pulls, that's for sure. So I'll put that one with the Brooks there. Very nice. That's a nice Brooks Robinson. Another Allen and Ginter, and that's a Topps Chrome A&G from 2020. And I don't think I have that. I think I might have the regular version of that, but I definitely don't have the Chrome. That's a really nice looking card. And I'm going to run out of room on the table here for all these nice cards. Allen and Ginter, Brooks Robinson from 2021. Very nice card there as well. Opening day of Manny Machado from the Orioles. There's a Cedric Mullins Diamond King. And I think we had the blue parallel version of that just a little bit before. There's a really nice Cal Ripken one. I don't think I have that one either. Baltimore Hall Worthy, and that's from Absolute. That's a really sweet looking card. Definitely don't have that. And that's from this year. I have not seen that one yet. That is really nice. And then we've got something here. What is this? This is an airplane card. History of Flight. Wow, that is cool. It looks like these planes are flying over spinach fields. Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on there. I think that's what is happening. My son's going to really like those. He loves airplanes. And there's another one. What is that? It's the Lockheed SR-71. So, yeah, I'll set those aside for my son. He's going to like those a lot. He loves trains and airplanes and dinosaurs. Those are his big things right now and have been for a while. What do we have here? So this is, I think this is the first card that I have gotten that actually has a wolf on it, a real printed card of a wolf. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these before, so that is really neat. And that one might have to go on the back wall instead of Brooks. I'm not sure. Or maybe I can fit them both. I don't know. I'll have to see about that, but that's a really awesome card. I like that one a lot. What is this? Austin Hayes. That is some sort of special pink parallel rated rookie. I have not even seen that card. That is awesome. All of this for just the one card that I sent. I want to reiterate that because I feel like one card, and this is, pardon me, this is the kind of generosity that you get from Steve, the Sultan of Spinach over at For the Pools. So please check out his channel if you haven't. It's a lot of fun. Steve does some crazy stuff on that channel, including he dove into the local bay up there. It's part of a pack battle that he was doing with the great Jon Burgess, who all of you watch, I'm sure. Check out Jon's channel if you haven't already. What do we have here? This is Franchise Futures, and it's Grayson Rodriguez and Caden Grenier. And I definitely don't have that nice Bowman Chrome card. I'd like to see that. Whoa, what is this? This is one of the recent Metal Universe cards that came out for hockey that Upper Deck put out, and it's Sebastian Aho, as he prefers his name to be pronounced. And I do not have that. And Aho looks amazed by the fact that he has just been transported into outer space to play hockey in zero gravity. I would have the same expression on my face if that had happened to me. Maybe I need to bring that closer to the camera so you can really appreciate how Sebastian feels at suddenly finding himself floating in the void of space with nothing to protect him but a hockey helmet and a hockey stick. That would definitely make me, I think my face would actually look even more surprised than that. But that is an awesome card. Thank you very much for that. Man, what a great card that is. And here we got another Aho. How awesome. That is an Alliance? I'm not sure what that is. That is another Metal Universe card. And that is a really sweet card of Svechnikov. Pronounce that? Svechnikov. That's it. Andrei Svechnikov. I had to think about that for a minute. But that is really sweet. That is a parallel from that metal set that I have not seen, and as you can see, it's quite foily. That's a really nice card. Inception, and this is who is this? Hunter Harvey from the Orioles. Wow, I definitely don't have that one, and that is a very thick card. I'll show you the top of that. You can see just how thick that one is. That is a pretty sweet card. I'm really interested in that one. I definitely don't have any cards that look like that, so that's a new one on me. That is really cool. Nice Cal Ripken, and that's a parallel. I believe that's a purple parallel from this year's Donruss set. Very nice card there. Rookie debut Ryan Mountcastle, and that is from the dreaded 2021 set that I can barely read the font of. That is awesome. Glow Stars. I don't know if I have this one. This is, I believe, a playing era Ripken. I believe this is from Upper Deck like 92, I think is when this came out, and I'm not sure I have the Glow Stars Ripken or not. I'll have to check my collection for that one. So that one's really exciting to me. Anytime I get a Ripken I don't have from his playing era, I get pretty excited about that. This is, we saw one of these cards the other day. This is an Upper Deck product, but I think it was like for Upper Deck for kids or Upper Deck for fun or something like that. I don't remember what they called this. And I think I do have this one, but I'm not entirely sure it is in as nice a condition as this. I think mine has some whitening around the edges, so I will upgrade it to this copy, which is quite nice. This looks absolutely pristine, so that is an awesome pickup for me. Very, very nice eye appeal on this one. It's sort of a aged look on this card, rookie card of Ryan Mountcastle, and again, this is from Gypsy Queen. Very nice cards coming out. Now, this is Aura Singh from the Star Wars cartoon, and I believe that this is the signature of the person who did the voice for that. And Steve pulled two of these. He opened 2 boxes of Star Wars Galaxy, which are expensive boxes. Star Wars Galaxy is an expensive product, and he opened 2 boxes of them, and he got the same autograph out of each one, which happened to me with Kent Herbeck. If you guys remember that, I opened some Topps Chrome product, and I got 2 autographs out of 2 different boxes, both of them Kent Herbeck. So we have that in common, and I gave away the second Kent Herbeck card, and now here Steve has given me this Aura Singh card, so that's pretty cool. Aura Singh was a bounty hunter in Star Wars. She showed up the first time in the first prequel movie, though she didn't do very much. She just sort of was standing there watching the pod race, as I recall, but she took she took on kind of a mythic role among Star Wars fans, and so they incorporated her into the animated series. And she's kind of a badass, actually. She's a pretty interesting character if you watch the cartoon at all. She's kind of a character you don't want to mess with. So that's kind of cool. Thank you very much for that, actually. I will add that to my Star Wars collection, and I'm pretty happy to have that. That's really nice of you to send me that, Steve. Thank you. That was really cool. And a Mountcastle rookie card from Allen and Ginter finishes it off there. That is awesome, man. Look at all of this. I think I sent Steve like one card, an insert from one of the hockey packs that I pulled recently on the channel that he wanted, and sends me all of this awesomeness. This is, man, I don't even know where to begin with this. I'm going to have to check both of these Ripken cards in my Ripken book and see if I have those. And even if I do, I think this one for sure is in really nice shape. I have to think about what I want to put on the back wall from this extremely, extremely generous package from For the Pulls. I'm tempted to put the wolf back there. I mean, that seems like I should have a wolf card back there somewhere. So I'll have to figure out if the wolf and Susan the Goose can coexist together somehow. I'll maybe have one over here and one over here. I'll keep the wolf by the satellites or something. I don't know, to figure out what I'm going to do there. But, man, thank you so much, Steve. This is, I loved every minute of this. This was just a ton of fun for me to go through. Some great cards in here that I'm pretty excited about, and even some cards for my son, some airplane cards that I will set out for him to find when he gets home from school today. So that is really awesome, too. Thank you so much for sending this. I cannot believe the generosity here. You just went over and above sending me all of these cards for our blind trade. I'm really just overwhelmed by this. I'm going to have to get you back on this at some point because it's a lot of cards, and I'll get you back in some way. We'll figure that out. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel today and seeing these just wonderful cards from For the Pulls. Again, if you haven't been over to Steve's channel, I hope you will visit it and see what hijinks he is getting up to, because it's a lot of fun over there. I think you'll really enjoy it. And we'll be back tomorrow. I've got something good planned for you tomorrow. It's not Dorking with Dice, because we're doing a solid week of that next week. It is some other thing, and I think you will enjoy it. And I will reveal more about the different scenarios of Dorking with Dice that we're going to do next week. I'll reveal more about that tomorrow. You can look forward to that. And in the meantime, I hope you have a great Thursday, and as always, happy collecting.